Okay, I want you to try something with me right now. Pretend I'm taking a picture of you and smile big. Say cheese, hold it. Now, totally different. Lean into the screen like you just saw something shocking. Did you feel that? Something just changed around your eyes, and it's the exact reason you look half asleep in every photo your friends post of you. It's not the camera, it's not the lighting, it's something your face is doing automatically without asking your permission, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Stick with me for the next few minutes and I'll show you exactly what's happening, why your face is doing it, and right now I'll give you a bonus trick to help you take the best possible cell phone photos of the face. I'm Dr. Kian Eftekhari, Oculofacial plastic surgeon at the Eyelid Center of Utah. I operate exclusively on the eyelid area. Patients come into my office all the time showing me photos saying, my eyes look tiny in every photo and this is not what I look like in the mirror. And they're right, but it's not for the reason they think. First, here's the trick I promised. How can you make your face look better in an iPhone photo without using a filter? So cell phone cameras are a little unfair to your face. The reason is that phone cameras distort your face like standing behind a fishbowl. Because we want the thinnest phone possible, remember those old cell phones? Thin phones sacrifice the ability to have good zoom lenses. But there's an easy fix. Next time you take a photo, stand back a little and pinch with your fingers to zoom in. Don't shove the lens right in your friend's face. A little distance plus a little zoom takes your friend out of the fishbowl. But if you do that all the time and you still look half asleep in photos, then it's not your phone. It's something happening inside your face that you've never been told about. To understand what your face is actually doing, you have to understand the anatomy of the upper eyelid area. And the easiest way I know how to explain this is to think of the eyelid system like a window. You've got a curtain rod at the top, fabric hanging below it, and a pulley system that lifts the shade open when you need it to. When any one of those three components has a problem, the whole window just looks off, like some fabric is dragging on the floor. The eyebrow in this example is the curtain rod, the mounting bracket that frames everything below it. So when the eyebrow goes up, it pulls the window fabric and the window shade with it. And when the eyebrow relaxes down, it releases that tension and it lets everything settle into its natural position. And here's the part that surprises my patients. Your face is doing this all automatically, without really asking you if it's what you want. Your brain sends a signal to move your eyebrow, your forehead, and your eyelid muscles all in coordination. It doesn't ask your permission first. You've been doing this in your entire life and you've never noticed until now. So let's do a quick aside related to the anatomy. The two muscles I'm talking about are basically the reason the entire Botox industry exists. Billions of dollars a year, all targeting these two muscles. So if you've ever wondered why Botox works, you're about to understand it better than most people who actually get it. The first one is the frontalis muscle. It runs from the peak of your eyebrows all the way back up your scalp. And when it tightens, it lifts your eyes wide open like you've just heard something shocking. Sounds like a good thing to open your eyes more, right? Well, not really. The downside of the frontalis muscle is it's also the one that gives you those horizontal lines across your forehead. Botox can help, but do not do Botox until you watch the end of this video. The second muscle is the orbicularis oculi muscle. That's the muscle that helps your eyes close. Can you imagine not being able to close your eyes? Sounds terrible. So what's the downside of this muscle that helps your eyes close? Well, just like the frontalis muscle, when it's overactive, it gives you those pesky lines going into the temples called the crow's feet. Different problem, same solution. Okay, now here's the question you actually came here for. Why do my eyes look smaller in photos? Well, here's the thing. 99% of the time, when someone takes a photo of you, you are not making this one facial expression. Usually in a photo, you're making this face. Nice. And when you smile, your orbicularis muscle contracts, which makes those smile lines under your eyes and out the outer corner. That reflex is what pulls your eyebrow down, lets your forehead relax, and give a warm picture to the camera. Nobody wants a photo of them looking shocked or alarmed. So when we pose for a photo, our brain naturally just smiles a little bit, and that relaxes the eyebrow. The reason for this is super interesting. The body has something called yoke muscles, not woke muscles, yoke muscles. When you tighten your bicep, your brain automatically relaxes your tricep, the opposite muscle, so you can make that movement. Same thing with your eyes. When you smile, your orbicularis muscle contracts and the forehead muscle relaxes. Now try to smile and look surprised at the same time. It's really hard to do without feeling super awkward. Now, if you have even a hint of a drooping eyelid, photos is where that's going to show up. And drooping eyelid can mean three different things. It can mean a droopy eyebrow where the outer third of the eyebrow is too low. Medical term for this is brow ptosis. Or that can mean that your eyelid skin hangs too far down over your eyelashes and it makes it look hooded. Medical term for that is dermatochalasis. Or it can mean your actual eyelid margin, where your eyelashes come out, sits too low on one or both sides. And this is the one I most commonly see where people say their eyes are smaller in photos. The medical term for that, ptosis. Don't pronounce the P. If you have even a hint of any of these three things, then when you smile in a photo, your forehead relaxes, the compensation drops away, and your eyes look even smaller than they really are when you're not in a photo. Because again, here's the key. The muscle that opposes your orbicularis is your frontalis. So if you have an underlying droopy eyelid, your brain has quietly been using your forehead all day long to lift the window shade up to help you see better, which masks the underlying droop. Now, when you smile in the photo, that turns the forehead off and the underlying droop shows back up. So back to the test we did at the start. Say cheese, your orbicularis muscle contracts, your frontalis relaxes. Look shocked, your frontalis contracts, your orbicularis relaxes. It's really, really hard to do both at the same time. Like I said earlier, try it now. Try to smile and look surprised at the exact same time without looking weird. You can't. Your face has to pick one of those two options. So now you understand the mechanism. Three things can cause that hidden droop. A heavy eyebrow or brow ptosis. In our window analogy, that's the curtain rod being bent at the sides. The fix for that is a brow lift or a forehead lift. The second is hooded eyelid skin or dermatochalasis. In our analogy, that's just too much curtain fabric. Your skin has lost collagen over time and it stretches out, so then the fabric's sitting on the floor. The fix for that is an eyelid lift or an upper blepharoplasty where I've removed some extra skin. And the third is a sagging eyelid muscle itself, true ptosis. The fix for this is ptosis surgery, which restores the natural arch of the eyelid margin so you can look more awake without having to use your forehead. Ptosis is the hardest of the three to spot yourself, so try this. Stand in front of a mirror, relax your forehead completely. Look at the colored part of your eye, your iris. With your forehead relaxed, you should be able to see a sliver of your iris color above the black dot in the center of your eye, your pupil. If that eyelid margin, where the eyelashes come out, is covering your colored iris, or if it's just covering the top half of your eye, or if the curve of your eyelid looks flat instead of arched, you may have ptosis. So ptosis surgery to fix the muscle will fix that. But some folks will also require a forehead lift and an upper eyelid lift or blepharoplasty at the same time. It really just depends on your situation. Those are the three surgeries an eyelid surgeon most commonly performs. If you want more info on those, go to eyelid.pro/book. The takeaway, if your eyes look smaller in photos than in the mirror, it's because your forehead has been doing the heavy lifting all day, and one of those three things, brow, skin, or lid, is the reason it has to. The smile in the photo turns the compensation of the forehead off and the droop shows up. Your face has been hiding it from you your whole life. If you like this dive into eyelid anatomy, please like this video or subscribe to our channel. We dive deep into this stuff and try to save you from getting bad surgery. If this is something you recognize in yourself, I have a whole video breaking down the 3 causes of droopy eyelids in even more detail. I'll link it right here. Drop a comment telling me which of these 3 culprits you think might be yours. I do read them. And if you want to get your eyelids actually evaluated, go to eyelid.pro/book. I'll see you in the next one.